so that when somebody makes a final decision, they've made a data intense decision, not eliminating, but reducing the risk. Because the principle that we have is all life is probability. So when you study statistics and you get beyond descriptive statistics, you begin to say, my God, all of life is probability. All the little asteroids floating around it at any given time, zap, you know. So if they didn't scare you with the weather report, they'll talk about asteroids. Did you know we almost got hit last night? It came within 1 million miles of Earth and so forth. Well, what I like to look at is where some people would say, what have I got to lose? I like people to think about what have I got to win, because there could be a 50-50 chance you might succeed. So how about it? Now, so the bottom line is then that now what we're able to do is we're able to take all these various coding systems and put them at our disposal. So there's the O-Net. So if I'm looking at an architect, and it says architect because it's just the first occupation. Hang on, I got to log on to the internet. What we've done here is, just to tell you what's going on, is we've taken a lot of the, people used to complain that we're taking too much space on their computers, so we put a lot of this on the internet so that this reads it off of our servers in Plymouth. So I'm located in Plymouth, Michigan, by the way. Now, just to give you some idea, companies like Swiss Re, global insurance company, MetLife, you probably heard of them with the little doggy, and Sun Life of Canada, the Michigan Department of Rehabilitation all subscribe to this system so that we do our own research as far as wages and job analysis, so we add jobs to the system. Now, so here is, you studied the O-Net, right? So here's some information about architecture. Now, the O-Net, as you studied it, is an aggregated system. In other words, other occupations are in many of the categories beside architect, right? So when you look at the O-Net, you could have 10, 40 occupations in the O-Net. And so when we talk about the O-Net, or we talk about things like census codes, there could be more than one occupation in a system. Oh, by the way, what these little things are for is to meet ADA requirements. We had to add in these little buttons so people with visual impairments could read this. And so there is another button that's not on the screen, but it actually reads the text, so that if somebody is totally visually impaired, then this will read the screen for you. So these are little things that happen. Now, what's interesting about the system is that the user community determines how we make changes in the system. So all the changes in the system are determined by the user community. So people will call up and say, why don't you put this in? Why don't you put that in? And so forth, and we'll do that. Now, just to take you through a quick thing, because I want to get into the examples. I love this, because you know it's one thing to show you all this stuff on the screen, but then we're going to take a look at how this all works. But just to give you an idea.